Hi, this is Melanie of Pardesi Reviews, and I'm here to do a review of Guntur Kaaram, starring Mahesh Babu. If you're new to Pardesi Reviews, I do trailer reactions and film reviews of Indian cinema. I saw first day, first show here in the United States of this great Mahesh Babu film directed by Trivikram. I loved it. Okay, I unabashedly loved it. Okay, I'm not going to get into too many spoilers. I think the trailer told us what the film is basically about, which is Mahesh's character is abandoned as a 10-year-old child by his mother. And the main mystery of the film is, why did she do that? Why is her father, his grandfather, trying to keep them apart? What is the story there? I just absolutely loved Mahesh's character. He is a rowdy. He just has, the mannerisms with he's constantly smoking a BD through the entire movie. I was thankful that they didn't have, the smoking, disclaimer through they could have had it for the entire film in the corner. They did not. But his romantic interest is played by Sreeleela, who I think she's new to me. And she's an amazing dancer. The dance numbers with Mahesh and Sreeleela, off the charts. Off the charts. I mean, just like they had this chemistry. We've seen snippets of them in some of the pre-released song videos that they did before the movie came out, and I had a feeling that the songs within the movie were going to be even more awesome, and they were. Oh my God, the way she could bend her body back to completely go to the floor on her back and then bounce back up. Okay, I give it up for Sreeleela. Especially like their first dance where she kind of drags him into dancing and she's kind of leading him and pushing him around. Oh my God. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. So a lot of the comedy is with their interactions and the way that Mahesh Babu reacts to flirting with a city girl. A lot of familiar faces in the supporting actors. When I saw Jagapathi Babu was in the film, I thought he would have actually a bigger role. Prakash Raj plays the grandfather. Of course, Ramya Krishna plays his mother. We saw that in the trailer, no surprise. Vanilla Kishore, love him. Love his comedy. Banter with Mahesh's character throughout the film. Jayaram, we have Prakash Raj, we have Rao Ramesh. Murali Sharma plays Sreeleela's character's father and also a key lawyer for Prakash Raj's character. So many, many familiar faces, all doing great work, but Mahesh. Oh my God. Like, he just was so great in this movie. And Trivikram, kudos to you for this script because, yes, there were the action elements. There were really great fight sequences, not bloody or not too much, people's hands getting chopped off or anything like that. But really super fun. I mean, we saw in the trailer the one where he kind of like climbs on 3 people to knock somebody off, in one fight. But really fun fight sequences. But at the core of the film had this emotional heft to it. I was actually getting teary-eyed at the end. I mean, I could have guessed what the secret was, what the resolution would be, but it really had that emotional heft. I mean, Atadu, one of their previous films that they've done together, is one of my all-time favorites. One of my favorite Mahesh movies. I had to introduce Mahesh to my, video partner, Kathy of Cinematography Podcast. That was the movie that I chose, partially because, Guntur Kaaram was coming out, and I wanted her to see what this director can do in these scripts. I mean, had an emotional weight to it. It wasn't just each particular violent scene. There was a reason for it. And some of them wow. Like, just seeing the devastation on Mahesh's face when he's being rejected by his mother. He doesn't know why. This 25 years of happening. Okay, let me just also point out that for once, Mahesh was playing, I guess, somebody that was supposed to be in their mid-30s. Great. But we didn't have, like, the college flashback, right? Like, where Mahesh is trying to play a 19 or 20-year-old. Thank you, Trivikram. Like, we missed all of that. We had flashback of the child abandonment scene, but then it was all present day, and it was age appropriate. Like, I was just like, and as I said, the main emotional focus of the movie was not necessarily the love story, which was a lot of that was for comedy, and the flirting and the dance numbers. But the emotional resonance, the real emotional story was Mahesh's character's relationship with his mother and with his whole family, really. So I absolutely loved it. I wish I could have seen it with a bigger crowd. In Colorado at noon, there were only a couple more people in the theater with me, so nobody was hooting and hollering. But I just really had a great time seeing this film, especially the musical numbers. Oh my God, so awesome. And I just really loved what Mahesh brought to this character. It was fun seeing him just play an out-and-out rowdy who had all of this attitude and was, I mean, he could back it up with his actions, one man against a crowd of goons, right? Like, but he would just, it was awesome. Just awesome. So highly recommend you see this film with a crowd. I think the jokes would have landed a lot better if people were really laughing around me. Love this film so much. I wish I had time to go see it again, tonight. I have to pick up my son from the airport, but I wish I could go back and see it. I enjoyed it that much. So let me know if you had a chance to see this film, what you thought about it. Let me know in the comments below. I hope I basically was able to keep it mostly spoiler-free. I felt like the backstory, what we finally found out, like I said, I could have kind of guessed, but there were extra elements. You're always kind of guessing who is the true bad guy. And it was kind of a surprise when we got to that ending and we had the full reveal of what had happened in the past and in the present day. All right. You know where to find me. I can be found still on Twitter at PardeziYT, but also on Threads, Blue Sky, and Instagram at Pardesi Reviews. And if you hit the bell here when you subscribe, you'll never miss another trailer reaction or film review.